Listen to your body. I'm so glad that I was given a second chance. Sometimes there are people like your parents, significant other, that see things that you don't see. My wife was the one that made me notice before my first heart surgery. She said, "You just want to go to bed tonight? Something's wrong. I'm just feeling off. I'll be fine. It's probably gas. It'll pass."
Is that intentional, the rhyme?
Oh, MC Lucky. You can lead a horse to water, but you can't make him drink.
That, but push a little bit.
Oh, I can act like nothing's bothering me.
What do you think that comes from?
Protection from the truth. Oh.
A lot of the thoughts I have now, I don't always have answers to them, but at least I can ask, well, what's behind that? And I do.
I think we're kind of taught to just deal with everything. You're meant to carry the weight. You're not supposed to cry. You're vulnerable. I think that's all bullshit. If you don't take care of yourself and your foundation, how can you help anybody else?
Two homeless people can't.
Help each other push your shaman.
Sometimes, there's different chapters in your life, and turning the page, you might get a paper cut every now and then.
Your body will take care of you if you take care of it. Shout out to Platinum Fitness. We love y'all too, but a little air freshener in the front door would not hurt any week at Lifetime.
Hello, Wayne.
Yeah, we're trying to seduce you, Lifetime. Come over to the sexy side. We want you, Lifetime.
Speaking of shitting on yourself.
I was getting on the train at 34th Street. Fuck. I flagged the cab. He cannot drive fast. Oh my God, I gotta pee. Hurry up, sir, hurry up. He pulls up to my building, put my key in the door, and got myself right there.
Welcome to the Lucky Sergio Show. We're just diving into a very interesting topic right now. We posted a poll last week about what the audience wants to hear more of. There was 3 different options: health, wealth, and relationships. I believe health and wealth were both equally voted for. What comes to mind as far as helpful advice when it comes to health?
Listen to your body. Listen to your body, people. One of the things I think most of us don't do is listen to our bodies, listen to the signs, the ailments. We're afraid to show up and go to the doctor just to check on things. This body is like a car. It needs tune-ups, it needs daily maintenance. It needs you to be proactive to keep the machine oiled. One of the biggest mistakes we make is waiting to the last minute. Things become an emergency, and sometimes that emergency is so bad that we can't find a way out of it, or it ends up being something terminal. I've had a couple incidences that we discussed previously that could, this possibly wouldn't have never happened. I would have never got to meet my brother Sergio.
I cannot imagine that.
I'm so glad that I was given a second chance and that I listened. And also, listen to some of the people around you. Sometimes there are people like your parents, like your significant other, whatever that may be, brothers, sisters, any family members that see things that you don't see. Notice that you may be a little sluggish, you may be a little off, or that your energy is not the way it usually is. Don't get caught up in those things, but pay attention to when people who are around you that really, really know you, you respect their opinion, you love them, they love you, give you signs that something may be wrong, because my wife was the one that made me notice before my first heart surgery that something was wrong. And the one thing I remember her saying to me was, "You always want to smoke a blunt before you go to bed. You always want to sit up and watch TV." She said, "You just want to go to bed tonight? Something's wrong." And it's something that simple, that her noting my patterns and how I usually am. And I was like, "No, babe, I'm just going to go lay down. I just want to go to sleep. I'm just feeling off. I'll be fine. It's probably gas. It'll pass." And luckily...
Is that intentional, the rhyme?
Oh, MC Lucky Church. My album dropping next week.
I like it both ways. It's probably gas, it'll pass.
It's gas, I'm just a naturally talented writer.
Right.
Can't help myself. But no, that was not intended. But she made me go, and here I am years later because of that moment of listening to her, to get up and go to the hospital. She said, "I know you, and something's wrong." She said, I don't know what it is. You're super strong. You can handle a lot, but just get up and go and let's check." And because we checked, I ended up in emergency surgery that actually saved my life.
Yeah.
And then I got to meet the beautiful Sergio. So if you don't listen to your family and your people, or you don't listen to your body and yourself and check, you could be missing out on the beautiful blessings like meeting someone like Sergio, or just exploring the rest of your life and having a beautiful future.
And I have to say, this is at least my personal experience, but as conscious as I am of my defects and the parts of myself that I need to strengthen, I can still push things away and to the side, or at least minimize the impact that it's really having on me. And I have people who I really respect and who care about me, who will point things out, but there's something inside that just kind of, says, I'm okay, I'm fine. And I'm a pretty good actor. I'm pretty good at acting and putting on a face that kind of pushes them away or moves the thing on. I think on top of being open to receive, on the other side, when you're reaching out to someone or you're sharing something that you're noticing, I think push a little bit.
Yeah.
Push a little bit. You can't change them.
You can lead a horse to water, but you can't make them drink.
That, but push a little bit, because sometimes I think to myself, like, if they pushed a little bit more, like, I think I would have maybe appreciated it.
Yeah.
Interesting. How do you feel about that?
That's actually a very good point. And I'll take it back to the situation with my heart surgery, because my wife was being pushy. She knows I'm stubborn. She knows I can be very machismo at times, and like, she's like, you banged your toe with a hammer and you were fine and it didn't bother you and you just shrugged it off. So she's like, for you to just say you're tired and something's wrong here, something's really wrong. And she said this to me, literally, would you fucking let me sit here if I wasn't feeling good and not go to the doctor? And I said, ugh. She guilt tripped me, and I said, you know what, you're right. Let me just go check it out. And when we see nothing's wrong, we'll be right back here, and we could have been asleep. Yeah. And I said it in sarcasm, said some dumb shit. Yeah, and I would have went to sleep forever and never woke up, okay? So listen and be pushy. And sometimes when somebody's being pushy with you, it doesn't mean that they're trying to control you or force you. Sometimes that's just love, and they're just trying to make you see something that you can't see about yourself or something that you choose to ignore, because I'm also a great actor. Oh, I can act like nothing's bothering me, like I'm fine.
Where do you think that comes from?
Protection, protecting yourself from the truth. Oh, I just stepped on, hold on, I just stepped on my own toe. Yeah, that kind of hurt. Protecting yourself from the truth, from things that you don't want to know, reality. You're avoiding reality, and it's just plain and simple. There's no other way to cut it.
I was listening to a podcast today that went really deep on the subconscious mind, how a lot of our reality today is shaped by thoughts, ideas of what we are or aren't doing. Those thoughts lead to feelings, and those feelings, our minds can't tell what's real versus what's being created through thoughts, not real experience. Either way, it downloads that programming. And so through our thoughts, we start to behave differently and feel differently. It just dug into the idea of rewiring your mind. A lot of that comes down to surrounding yourself with people who are going to be supportive of this new path, this new journey that you're taking, where you want to improve yourself, your relationships, your health, your wealth. Having people part of that journey who are supportive, setting up your environment so that you make it really easy for you not to fail. So whether that's waking up and having your vitamins out to take in the morning, having pre-made healthy snacks instead of going to a vending machine. The biggest part is like awareness, like understanding that our life is made up of our thoughts and our emotions. Like having that awareness, you can then, I feel like, begin to question every thought that comes into your mind and really dig into it. Like a lot of the thoughts I have now, I don't always have answers to them, but at least I can ask, well, what's behind that? And I do. I ask, and if I'm honest, I don't know. I literally am walking, I think for like a minute or two, and I'm like, I don't know, but let me just try focusing on something positive. And that awareness alone has gotten me through a lot of really challenging days.
I don't think people just understand how just being aware of yourself, your surroundings. And one thing that you said that I think is so important that a lot of us don't do is take a moment to take a breath before you make a decision and just really analyze the situation. Because sometimes I think we also overthink things. I call myself Dr. WebMD.
Why is that?
Because I am famous for diagnosing myself with everything. I'll get a pimple on the back of my ankle or something random. Oh my God, I'm dying, I got cancer. I jump immediately. Yeah. And I'll look up this diagnosis and what could this be? And then you see all these different things, but you really don't know. So you need to go out there and get help. Doing research is cool, understanding your body, understanding things that it could be, but you're not a professional. You don't really know. So ask somebody for help. There's nothing wrong with that. And that was my problem for years. And especially as a man, I think we're kind of taught to just deal with everything. You're meant to carry the weight. You're not supposed to cry. You're not supposed to be vulnerable. And I think that's all bullshit. Because some of the most manly men that I know are vulnerable, what people don't think as masculine. But I even said this the other day to a friend. Shout out to my brother, Elliot Carlisle. I was like, he has his characteristics. He's a gay man. People usually say a gay man is not masculine. Elliot is one of the most masculine, manly men I've ever met in my life, who carries a bag that probably weighs about 8 million pounds, but he carries it like it weighs 2 pounds. But he's aware of himself. He knows who he is. He's just such a beautiful, beautiful soul, similar to you. Like I said, knowing yourself, knowing your surroundings, knowing that sometimes you're going to overthink, you're going to push yourself to stay away from the doctors, to stay away from taking care of yourself. But if you don't take care of yourself and your foundation and who you are, how can you help anybody else? My grandfather used to say, and we talked about this before,
Two homeless people can't push a shopping cart.
can't help each other push a shopping cart. Because you see how my brother be absorbing that knowledge? But it's true. You gotta help yourself. You gotta get up. You have to be strong and be an example of what the message you're trying to portray. And then your actions will shine the light. That'll be how people learn. You don't have to preach. You have to teach through action.
Leading through being an example. I hope you guys are getting value out of this, and if you are, subscribe, hit the like, comment. We want to hear exactly what is resonating with you and see how we can do more of that. So subscribe and share the show with someone who might find it useful.
Shout out to my homie Zach Chappelle. We talked about this last night. She was one of the people that did the survey, and she chose wealth over health because she said health is wealth. So she wants everything. So she wants wealth, which is health, financial. So she wants it all. But for you, my brother, what makes health so important to you? I know that you are also on a health and fitness journey as well. But what inspired that, and what makes you want to dig deep, take care of yourself, and get your health together?
That's a fair question. What inspired it was most of my life growing up in the group family pictures, you know, with brothers and aunts and uncles and whatnot. Half the time I would fit in the actual picture. So you'd only see half of me most of the time in the pictures. I'm kind of exaggerating, but I was a big kid, is my point. I mean, there are a few that it's not.
I'm worried.
There are a few, but it's not like I'm exaggerating, but I was heavy. I think like most guys who are heavy, I mean, naturally, biologically, I hold on to a lot of body fat. So I was just a heavy kid. And I think a lot of the heavy kids growing up see the guys who are not heavy and just see them as being attractive and whatever that meant to them. To me, I wanted to be slimmer. So in high school, just started dieting, working out, and the importance of that was at the time just strictly the way I looked. I just wanted to look slimmer and look better. I wanted to be more attractive. That was my perception. The first year into doing that, I started to get benefits with my sleep, with my energy levels, with my attention even in class during high school, and I think some of my grit, my mental toughness. But I wasn't really, it was subconscious. It was just kind of happening. But looking back, it was a benefit of staying consistent, exercising, sweating, and eating right. Fasting too. I was fasting a lot. I wouldn't eat until like 7 p.m. and then have 1 hour of eating.
Wow.
And I would stuff my face like crazy. And that was like what it was like. But the importance of it now is also for me to feel good in my own body, so the way that I look. Arguably more important than that, knowing that I'm staying consistent with something that I have pretty much full control over. That's what's driving all the other aspects of my life, whether it's business or relationships, self-worth, confidence, etc. It's having that consistency. And I've fallen off the horse the past maybe 4 months or so. I can think of like 20 different things right now to say, you know, it was because of this, and that. And I do feel like sometimes, you know, there's different chapters in your life, and, you know, turning the page, you might get a paper cut every now and then, and it's totally fine. It happens. But ultimately, it's my decision. So I have to be more conscious, and I can focus on the things I'm doing wrong, or look at how I can improve what I'm doing, how I can be more aware and more conscious and have more seamless transitions into different chapters.
And I'm going to correct something. He said he fell off, and you guys saw me mouth. I was like, not true. He didn't fall off. Falling off is when you just stop completely. You don't acknowledge it. You keep moving forward as if it didn't happen, as if that part of you didn't exist, and you just want to forget about it. You get up, you still go take long walks.
Went for a jog today.
You went for a jog. Working out is not just one thing. Coming to the gym is not the only way to be fit. You can take long walks, you can jog, you can do jumping jacks, pick up the groceries, because that's the real reason I work out now is, yes, I want to look good. I want to have the abs. I want to have the sexy body and all that. But I also just really want to be functional as I get older. I want to be able to bend and pick things up and pick up my nieces and nephews and have a good time and enjoy life, and not not rot away. Like so many people get to a certain age and they just let themselves deteriorate because they think that's natural, just age and your body deteriorates. No, your body will take care of you if you take care of it. That is plain and simple. The more you build muscle, you build strength, you build flexibility, mobility, you will have those things later in life. Some of my favorite people at the gym are some of the elderly people that are here. And I'm calling them elderly, and they get up off the floor better than me. Like they can pop right up, doing to the split, whatever they want to do.
Say, I'm not trying to plug Lifetime, but Lifetime is one of those places where we are right now. Lifetime Fitness is one of those places where you're just constantly inspired. I mean, you see people of all ages, here for the same reason, focused, building, and honestly, relatively, most of them are in really good shape. Like a lot of them are in really good shape, and I think that is partly to do with them showing up at the gym and also taking care of the other parts like the food and the sleep, and it's inspiring. It's I walk in here, it's a whole nother energy to other gyms, completely different. Even every aspect, the music, the colors. I mean, the colors make a difference. Yeah. The people's number one.
Yeah, the
staff, and unfortunately the smell too. The smell too.
That can go so many different ways.
Oh my God, have you been to the Planet Fitness on what is that up here?
56th Street, I think it is, or whatever. Yeah.
That was the first thing I noticed. Like, yeah. I was like, whoa.
The aroma.
Whoa.
Some gyms, shout out to Platinum Fitness. We love y'all too, but
that's where everyone starts it.
But a little air freshener in the front door would not hurt anybody. Just a little bit. Burn some incense.
When I joined 5-6 years ago, they were doing Bagel Mondays and Pizza Fridays. Did you ever get
They used to do that, and they used to have like little purple Tootsie Rolls right at the front desk, like candy.
Oh yeah, that's right.
They had candy at the front desk. I would be on the treadmill chewing, and they were so delicious.
That is so bad.
But they've stopped that,
as
far as I know, because I have.
Doesn't do anything like that.
No,
do they?
No, not at all.
Yeah.
I mean, they do have a bar at certain ones where you can get liquor, but that's your choice.
They're relatively healthy, like the menu.
Everything is healthy. You can get great snacks. The food is amazing. The people.
Okay, we need to stop. We're not getting paid to do this sponsorship.
You wink at Lifetime.
A little wink.
Lifetime. I have a horrible wink, but
Lifetime. Emails in the description. Reach out. We'd love to collab.
Yeah, we're trying to seduce you, Lifetime. Come over to the sexy side.
The sexy side.
We want you, Lifetime. Come here. I have Planet Fitness membership still, actually, but I use it for the bathroom.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, and it used to be Blink, which is now Pure Gym. So, whenever I need a quick bathroom in the city, on $20, $30 a month, I have access to multiple bathrooms in multiple states.
That is a good move.
So I will never, ever shit on myself.
Speaking of shitting on yourself, have you ever shit yourself? And if you have, when was the last time and what was the story behind that?
I've never shitted on myself.
Ever?
But never. But I have pissed myself.
Above the age of what?
No, I mean, but I would say maybe as a kid that maybe I don't know about, but never shitted myself. Okay. But pissed myself, yes.
Laughing or crying? Or?
Hysterically laughing. And the last time I pissed myself, I was an adult.
I honestly, maybe last year it happened.
Me? I would say it's been about 7 years now, 6 years. And I'll never forget it.
A movie or show or just a joke? What?
Shout out to Essentia, because y'all water is the water that made me piss myself. I was getting on the train at 34th Street, and I was leaving my office, which was on 29th Street at the time. I had one of those, the large bottle of Essentia that you can get, the very large, 2 liter or something like that. Yeah. I get on the train, I drank a quarter of it.
Okay.
The train is coming. I said, let me just finish it. So I drank the entire bottle of essential water, not realizing that this water also triggers me to go to the bathroom hard. And I know this, but I'm not thinking about this.
Water?
I don't know what's in that water, but it makes me go to the bathroom like almost an emergency situation.
Still water.
Yeah. Okay. I don't know what the hell. So I get on the train. 3 stops later, I feel like I got to pee. I said, okay, gotta pee. I'll be able to get home. And this is the D train. I get to 161st. I am now doing the pee-pee dance. I'm holding my nuts and I'm squeezing, I'm crossing my legs. Oh my God. But the train now gets to Tremont, which is maybe 3 stops away from where I have to get up on Fordham Road. I jump off the train, I know I can't make it. I'm like finding somewhere to pee inside the station. I run to the corner. There's a group of kids from junior high school, not even elementary school kids, holding hands with the little, the little colorful things and their little drawings. I'm like, no, I can't be here. This kid's here. Fuck. So I run to the other end of the train station, literally go down the stairs into the tracks a little, and I pee right there. So I think, okay, I'm good now. I'm waiting for the train to come, for the next train. The train isn't coming fast enough. I have to pee again. I said, there's more kids coming down the stairs now. I can't pee here. So I have to run upstairs and go out the train station. So I get upstairs, find an alley, and I pee.
A comedy show.
I pee on the street. And I said, okay, I'm good now. Let me get an Uber home. Actually, at that time, the Uber wasn't working, so I flagged the cab. I get in the cab. I'm 5 minutes from my place. He cannot drive fast enough. I'm back there. Oh, my God, I got to pee. I'm like, please, hurry up, sir, hurry up. He pulls up to my building. I had paid him before he stopped. I jumped out, ran up the stairs to my apartment, put my key in the door, and pissed on myself right there. And I just said, I put my key in the door and I said, and it was just at this point, I was like, I mean, you could just feel it running down the leg. I'm looking at my pants turn colors.
In that moment, what did you think? What was your reaction?
I literally did what I'm about to tell you. I picked up the phone, called my wife, and I said, hey, babe. She's like, hey, everything okay? I said, yeah. I'm sitting in front of my door and I just peed on myself. And my wife starts crying, laughing. She's like, you couldn't make it. I said, babe, I'll tell you the whole story when you get home. But I couldn't make it home.
Oh, my God.
I peed on myself. But yeah, that's the last time I peed on myself. What about you, pee-pee doo-doo?
I'm going to save that story for another episode. I think it's a good place to wrap up. The topic was health, and a big part of health and wellness is laughing.
Yes.
I hear this more often now than not, that it's helped cure people's cancers, or early stages especially, and prevent. So if you're not laughing, what are you doing?
Laughter is one of the keys to life, and it's one of the things that's helped me survive so many tragic moments in my life. I really could have flipped the scales and made me go crazy, but when you find a way to laugh, especially at yourself, learn to laugh at yourself too. Don't take yourself so damn serious.
Oh my God, I laugh at least 50 times a day at myself.
Mm-hmm. We just said earlier, some of the best jokes we've heard were about ourselves. Like, I remember my friend Will, shout out to Will. He put me in this site back in the day. This site was meant to roast people. So they thought I would be offended. So when they put it up, the first thing that this little white kid said to me on the site, which I still laugh at to this day, because I have moles on my face, as you can see. He was like, look at a young Morgan Freeman. I said, young Morgan Freeman? I said, oh. And when I tell you, I literally fell off the chair and was laughing. And everybody in the office was like, what are you laughing at? I was like, somebody just called me young Morgan Freeman. I think that's fucking hilarious. And I was like, because when was Morgan Freeman ever young? I don't remember that. so I was like, it's brilliant. But learn to laugh at yourself, man. It's just jokes.
If you're getting any value out of this episode, if you're having some laughs, if you're even smiling a little bit, hit the subscribe button, follow the show, stick around for more amazing episodes like this.
Love yourself, because we love you.
We love you.
Peace, y'all.
Peace.
We out. Get a slip and slide. Yeah, do you even know what that is?
Slip and slide. Is that the slide that's water goes down?
Well, that's technically, anybody my age knows what a slip and slide is. It's just a piece of plastic that they literally just put on the floor, they wet it, and then you run and then you slide on it.
Okay, yeah.
And that was like the most beautiful invention in, I think, was the 80s, 90s. Oh my God, aging myself. But I still age gracefully. But we used to have so much fun with a slip and slide. The reason we were talking about that, because we were talking about baby oil. And they used to actually put baby oil on those slides. And people would slide all the way across, almost slide to the fucking moon.
I was thinking it's a lot more, it lasts longer too. Like it right? Water dries up and
it keeps the moisture and the slipperiness.
Right.
That's why it's used for other activities.
Are we going to share anything about that in the near future? Or is that something?
Oh, that's coming soon. Because let me tell you something. We live life. This is not going to be no mystery.
No? Okay.
We like to have fun. And we're going to talk about everything. There are no topics that are off limits. So even when it comes to sexual experience. Excuse me?
You mean that?
I know that, and I mean that, and I confirm that.
Okay.
We're going to talk about some crazy stuff, people. Because we crazy. Well, y'all know I'm crazy. But you're gonna find out how crazy he is too.
I wasn't planning to talk about that stuff, but now that you're fully committed, it's making me feel fully committed too. I think I'm pretty open also to talking about all those things.
We're gonna have some fun with that topic. I can't wait.
Well,
stay tuned.
Stay tuned.